based upon Monday night. Here's Amon-Ra St. Brown, one of the great young receivers in the NFL, who still is very salty about being overlooked and being the 18th receiver taken in the 2021 draft behind Dyami Brown, who he faced on Sunday with the Washington Commanders.
You know, the draft, it is what it is. I think, even the Commanders, they got a guy before me over there. I believe his name is Dyami Brown. I don't know how many catches he had. You guys can probably tell me that, or how many yards he had, but I don't forget things like that. You know, I see him across the sideline from where I'm standing during the game, and every team I'm gonna give every team hell.
You honestly were watching Miami a little bit? Or?
Yeah, I didn't see him in the game much.
That is just so ice cold because he knows.
Right.
He knows. On Hard Knocks, he rattled off all the names.
Right.
He knows who Dyami Brown plays for.
Right.
He knew going into that game. That's where some of his motivation came from. Dyami Brown was on the field for one offensive snap.
Yeah.
For Washington last week.
One. Yeah.
One of your guys, too.
Oh, he was. I mean, I'm wrong about that. You know, there's no doubt. I am. And Amon-Ra St. Brown he's sticking it up everybody's butt there. It's amazing what he's doing. I love it. He's so chippy. I mean, I feel like me and him could be friends and we could just, MF everybody in the world and have a great time together. I mean, I understand.
Not once I tell him that he wasn't one of your guys.
Well, I think that's one of my guys, though.
Was.
He'll MF me, too. And I'm like, damn, you're right. Sorry, Amon-Ra. I feel bad. But he's turned out to be some hell of a football player. Only thing I'd say to him is don't make it personal to the other guy on the sideline. It wasn't Dyami's fault he got drafted there. Right. It's Washington's fault, right? So, but man, he's some damn good player, and they found a way to get him the ball, and he's on a special statistical trajectory right now that I don't think anybody really saw coming when he got in the NFL.
All right. Take your pick. Will we see the Vikings from week 1 or the Vikings from week 2? The love him or the love him not Kirk Cousins Vikings this Sunday against the Lions?
Well, I'm going to go more towards the week 1. I'm going to go that way here. Back at home, after that ugly loss, I think they rebound to a degree and look more like that. I'm on the fence about who I'll pick in this football game here. But either way, yeah, I expect it to I think the Vikings should be able to run the ball on Detroit, which then, of course, as we know, always makes them very dangerous that way. So I'll be interested in that. What I'm more disappointed in is that we talked about Lions-Vikings over Cowboys at Giants out because we're running out of time, and that's a bigger game. I mean, damn, your Vikings and the Lions.
Well, hey, do the show Monday and we can talk about it all you want.
Well, nope. I'll be there Tuesday though, and we can talk about it then. And I'm going to the game Monday night. That's what I'm really excited, Mike. I have not been to a Giants game in probably over 20 years, about 20 years. So, and my kids have never been to a game, and I bought tickets. And we are going, and we are sitting in some good seats, and I can't wait. So it's going to be really cool.
I just want to be sure that I'm not going to get a text at 6 in the morning that I have to mobilize Shireen or Miles or Peter.
I'm hungover. I've been tailgating with the Giants fans. We gave Jerry the middle finger on the buses the way out. It was awesome, Mike. I can't make it. The Cardinals as they prepare for the week.
The next game, Sunday Night Football, 49ers at the Broncos. Jimmy Garoppolo and Russell Wilson crossing paths again. We never would have expected it this year, but it's happening. Fill in the blank. In Jimmy G's first start of the season, I expect the 49ers to what versus the Broncos?
Look really good versus the Broncos. Look the best they have on offense versus the Broncos. Now, the Broncos D is good, all right? And again, we know Jimmy G's not a world beater. But this team is damn good, and he's going to take advantage of at least the plays that Shanahan draws up and do it the right way. Like even this play right there, that's a play where I look at it and go, I don't know if Trey Lance gets to option number 3 or 4 out of the backfield there and gets the ball to Deebo Samuel there. I think the energy of Jimmy G is going to really permeate through the 49ers locker room this week. Again, I've been told by a lot of people, there's a lot of people in that locker room that wanted Jimmy G as the quarterback. I know that. I'm not going to go there and name names and all that.
You just did.
Well, I know specific names in the locker room, but I'm not going to do that, So there's that there. And then here's my other aspect to it. The Broncos, it's shaky. The pressure's on. But Shanahan going home to Denver, right? He wants to, the Broncos chose Vance Joseph over him to be a head coach when they could have had him when John Elway was the GM. They took what was it, 20 years, 15 years to put Mike Shanahan, the greatest coach in the history of the franchise. They finally honored him last year. I mean, what the freak? Like, what the freak? I just knowing my buddy, I think he's going to want to stick it up where the sun don't shine on the Broncos.
Yes, I know what you're talking about.
Let me know when you want me to tell you.
Yeah, and I look, I agree with you. We don't know what the 49ers would have been with Trey Lance because there was no opportunity for him to build toward his ceiling. Maybe it would have worked perfectly. Maybe they would have been even better than they ever were with Jimmy G. But now they go back to a formula that has worked.
Yeah.
2019, Super Bowl. 2021, almost Super Bowl. 2020 was derailed because of that nightmare they had at MetLife Stadium early in the season when Nick
Everybody
Bosa's
got hurt.
gone,
Right.
and this guy's gone, and Jimmy G's got an ankle sprain that knocked him out for several weeks, and they had no good backup. So if he can stay healthy, if he can keep playing, and in 2019, he started every game. He was healthy. This could work for the 49ers, and I agree. They're going to look like they have in recent years. We're going to wonder again why they even made the move for Trey Lance, and they're going to have a hell of a decision to make when the season's over. And a lot of it depends upon what happens the rest of the way, but it gets started on Sunday night, and I think that I agree with you. The 49ers will look good. Lions looking better. The upside pineapple, upside down pineapple means?
Wasn't there the guy in the stands that was wearing that, like, I don't know. I have no idea what it means. No. Because remember, there was a guy in Miami that was dressing that in the stands, so obviously it's not that.
No.
But damn, you came out there and surprised me. I was like, what? What are you talking about? And that just didn't sound right.
Peter King and I had a conversation last week. Peter noticed the pineapple on the Baptist Health logo, and it took a turn later in the program. And it's good to know that you watched the show.
Not on Friday morning. It's not happening. Sorry.
Grab bag time. It's nice to know you're less informed than the more astute viewers of the program who know exactly what I'm talking about when I refer to an upside-down pineapple. All right. Bills at Dolphins. What's more likely? Buffalo notches another double-digit win, or the game is decided by one score. The Bills are 6-point favorites, and the Bills' last 20 regular season wins, let me get that accurate, wins have been by double digits.
I mean, they're scary that way. That's where it's like, because they could be up by 4 and, with 7 minutes left, and all of a sudden it's like, whoa, Josh Allen threw a touchdown and they got the ball back and they won by 15 or 17. And you just go, wow, that was unbelievable. It was kind of a close game. I mean, double-digit wins are not easy to come by. This is a Dolphins team that I do think believes in themselves, and it's a measuring stick. I'm going to say that, it's decided by one score, but I don't say that like convincingly. I don't feel like great about it. I don't. We know. I mean, this Bills team is good. They're battle tested. They're ready. The Dolphins we know are very talented, but I still think young, figuring out their way. Will the win from last week be a little too much for them to handle? And hey, we're awesome, and just talking about that all the time. That'll be interesting too. But yeah, I'm going to go one score game here, Mike. What about you?
Short week for the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah.
Emotional scene Monday night. Easy to have a little bit of a letdown. Easy to still think the Dolphins still, we're the Bills, they're the Dolphins. Yeah, they got a couple wins. But, hey, they got Tyreek Hill. And the last time we saw Tyreek Hill with the Chiefs, the next to the last time because they lost the following week to the Bengals, but the last victory for the Chiefs with Tyreek Hill was that game against the Bills when he's blazing by everybody. I mean, they find a way to get the ball in his hands, and off he goes to the races, and the Bills don't have a way to track him down. So I'm with you. I think it's more likely it's one score. It doesn't mean the Bills win or the Dolphins win, but I think it's going to be difficult for the Bills to blow them off the field. I think they need to accept that they're going to be facing a team that may be able to match them far better than the Titans and even better than the Rams.
Yeah, I mean, this is the game of the day, in my opinion, right here. I can't wait to watch this one. Because the McDaniels versus McDermott, Leslie Frazier, McDaniel, versus those two guys, McDermott and Leslie Frazier on that side of the ball. These are, X's and O's. McDaniel, he puts you a lot of movement before the snap. You know, it's gives you a lot to think about. Oh, wait, we shifted a tight end here. Oh, wait, now a fullback went in here in the slot, and here's Tyreek Hill over here, and he motions it over here, and we make a run to the running back, or we're going to run it as an RPO, and, oh, we don't like it. We can throw a screen pass to Tyreek Hill. I was kind of breaking some of these things down on the podcast, yesterday for